Namaste. Namaste and Om, everybody.
Namaste ji.
So, a lot of people keep calling me that they want to know the general routine or healthy routine or yogic routine. Also, some people would like to see me. I'm just taking little precaution. Once 21 days pass, then probably I will see everybody. So today we will talk about your routine, but how it connects with your Kundalini. How Kundalini plays a big role in awakening a human being. And when I say human being, awakening is far ahead than being healthy. So as I said multiple times, there are 3 to 5 stages of health. So the last one is being blissful. Being blissful means you are in the zone where self-awakening, you have already passed that stage. And self-awakening के बाद एक zone होता है which is called ये हर्ष का zone होता है, where the manas being always derive the positivity from the things around him or her. So we'll talk about that a little bit, not too much, because you have to prepare yourself for that. It's not difficult. You need little bit guidance. You can also attain yourself if you have enough way to find how to do that. But it certainly helps if you have a pathfinder, if you have a guru or whatever you call it, or you have a teacher or whatever. It certainly helps. And that's where I always suggest, from Vedanta perspective, when you choose a guru, just getting Guru Mantra from the Guru is not enough. And many gurus actually don't know exactly what Guru Mantra or what mantra should be given to you. And I have given an example long ago. I met a Kathavachak here, and someone came to have Guru Mantra from him. And while coming back with him, I asked, how do you give Guru Mantra? And he said, I just choose a mantra and give it to him. And then I asked him, if you don't know the person, if you don't know the elemento, there are 36 characters. If you don't know the character of the person, what kind of mantra you give? And he said, I have no idea that it is based on the 36 characters. I say, otherwise the mantra will not sync with the person. But mantra is for what? Mantra is for awakening the person. So what happens normally when you get a mantra or any vibration sound, think like that. So these mantras are cosmic sounds. So when you get these mantras, it creates a certain form of vibrations inside you. But it is not necessary it create the same for the other person. It should be matching with your 36 characters or what I call elemento. It should match with your elemento. If it doesn't match, then it doesn't harm you, but it doesn't do any good to you. So make sure when you choose your guide, your path pradarshak or whatever, you have to be careful that you attain something. It doesn't harm you, but at least you should get some benefit of that. So let's start with the general routine. So there are two things I spoke. One is your lifestyle. One you already got or you already have from the nature, which you cannot change. For example, there is certain DNA combination you have inside, which you cannot change. So now, based on those combinations, how to best assimilate the lifestyle to handle any negativity into that. So that's what the whole purpose is. That you can do through postures, you can do through pranayam, that you can also do through food, some food. As I said, food plays about 20% role, 15 to 20% role for the blissful stage. So food plays a big role there, but these 20% are very important. So, and that you can also attain through mantra. Through karma kand, you can attain that. Karma kand means what kind of ahuti you should give, what kind of deity you need. So it's a big subject and very scientific. इसका वैज्ञानिक तथ्य कैसे होना चाहिए. जिन्होंने वेदांत का अध्ययन किया है, especially कुछ लोगों की जैसे Aurobindo's टीका and other things, they know how these things work. Vivekananda and Aurobindo basically. So let's talk about these 8 kundalinis or chakras. It is also called coils. So you start the bottom, it starts from the lower of your spine, lowest part of your spine, which is called root. So as I said, the root has 5 major organs: prostate, penis, vagina, uterus, and ovaries. Not necessarily this, but modern scientific term, we don't know any other organ connected to that. So root is not exactly those organs. It's a place somewhere around that. And it most affect these 5 organs. So after root, you have solar plexus. Solar plexus means if root is imbalanced, you will be very unhealthy. In simple terms, there could be a lot of issues if root is not forget about healthy. If your root is not at even 50%. So most of the people's coil awakening is not 100%, which is not possible. So the limit is 80, 78, 79%. And if you are at 50%, you are healthy enough. But most people are not 50%. And I have given you many benchmarks how to test it. One benchmark I had given you that you stand on one leg, close your eyes, and then you do the same thing with the other leg. So एक बार right या left पे खड़े हो आप, फिर उसके बाद दूसरे पे, and close your eyes and count your stand still time. If there is a difference, that's one of the sign that inner conflict बहुत ज़्यादा है. Inner conflict is a sign for unhealthiness. So that's one of the signs. One thing I gave you that there is a parathyroid acupressure point. If you press this point, this parathyroid, this is also called mother switch. If this is hurting a lot, it means syncing nahi hai the endocrine glands mein. The modern term for coil is also endocrine glands. So there is no syncing in the endocrine glands. So it means they are not healthy. If specifically, but this is generic. This gives you for your overall health. The problem could be anywhere. Now you can especially check for your sugar point, your blood pressure, your heart condition, your kidney, your prostate, and all these problems, all these acupressure points are there, and you can work on that. So that's one of the things. Then you move to solar plexus. Solar plexus is not a physical organ. Solar plexus is somewhere around your belly button. Actually, exactly 2 inches below that. It's around your belly button. If solar plexus are imbalanced, then you have problem of first of all balancing yourself. The second thing, all the digestion related issues will happen. It is also caused by root as well. So digestion related issues will happen. You might have pain on one side, depending imbalance is on which side. There are 4 sides. It could be below, it could be upper. If below is there, then root related problem will be there. If it is a little bit up, then heart and diabetes related problem will be there. So it depends. Also, asthma it causes. So a lot of things is connected to. After solar plexus, you move to adrenal and pancreas. And pancreas is directly connected to your sugar level in your body. So adrenal is your mood. So adrenal and pancreas, there is a good combination of it's a big chunk of your health. So make sure, and there are various acupressure points. Also, there are some postures. Also, there are some sound for that. Cosmic sound means the sound we pronounce in yoga. There are many kind of sounds. So most people know only Om sound, but Om sound is the generic sound. It's like parathyroid. I gave you a generic acupressure point. There are many sounds: rang, wang, yang, lang, ang. There are many sounds, and for each endocrine gland, there is a different sound. How to awaken it. So we'll talk about that. How to awaken means you send a bioelectric current to that organ so that it vibrates and sheds off toxins. So जब उस organ से toxin निकल जाते हैं तो organ वो healthy हो जाता है. It's like गंदे क्लोथ्स हैं, आपने उसको वॉशर में धो दिया, उसी तरह ऑर्गन बिहेव करता है कि when the toxins are like bad toxins especially, or a dirt around that organ, which provoke malfunction of that organ. So uski malfunctioning या less functioning or less effective functioning is affected because of these toxins. So make sure you sheds off, you do certain breathing exercises and other things. After that, there is a thymus and heart. There are 2 chakras come it's around this area. Thymus and heart, everyone knows. Then parathyroid comes, and then comes Sahasrara and Ajna. It's pineal and pituitary. In Sanskrit, it's called Sahasrara, Ajna. This is called Vishuddha. So the Hindi names or Sanskrit names are little complex. So just understand it's a pineal, and then pituitary, then thyroid, adrenal, pancreas, then comes thymus and heart, adrenal, pancreas, then comes solar plexus, and then comes root. This covers almost 80% of your endocrine glands. More, it covers all the endocrine glands, but from Vedanta perspective, around 80% of all parts of your body. There are many other acupressure points as well, or energy centers, but those are minimal. Now, as a healthy routine, as a general routine, as I say, there are a few things you should do to keep yourself healthy. First of all, I always suggested Ushapan. Ushapan means the morning water. So make sure when you wake up, you keep the water beside you. Now, many people have asked me that whether I need hot water, whether I need cold water, whether I need lemon water, whether I need jeera water or soap water or whatever. The best thing is plain water, room temperature water. Now, room temperature water in this part of the world is not an issue because temperature is controlled. So if you keep it overnight, it becomes room or whatever temperature you set in. Normally you set very comfortable temperature. So whatever comfortable temperature is that becomes the temperature of the water. So you can have Ushapan. Now many people have asked me that how to drink the water. So as I said, you should drink the Ushapan. Usha means the morning time, dawn time. So that's called Usha. So that's why the morning water is called Ushapan. So make sure you drink slowly so that your saliva becomes a part, goes to your system, which makes it alkaline. So a lot of people call me and they spend a lot of money buying alkaline water. You don't need to spend all this money. Just drink, do Ushapan, and you have enough alkalinity in your system. Make sure you do brush before going to bed so that your mouth is clean. So only in that case you should drink Ushapan. Otherwise, you have some infection or something and you drink Ushapan, it may harm you. So it's better before going to bed, make sure you do brush so that your mouth is clean. After Ushapan, you clean your bowel and all those things. Cleaning everything, whatever time you take, that's fine. If constipation is a problem, then make sure this portion, I don't know how to show it, but let me go on there. Could you see me?
Yes.
So if constipation is a problem, then you have to press this part little bit. If you could sit down in this posture and then drink water, that will help you. The other option is you can also, now most of at this stage the toilet seats or the seats are the commode kind of thing. So I mean, you have to make a choice between that and then the sit down toilet, because the knees become an issue at this stage. So you have to make a choice. Make sure when you go to toilet, press that area. Now, to bring yourself in routine for some time, it may take a little bit time, but make sure never compromise. Never compromise means many people, if they don't feel pressure or something, then they go for yoga, then they do the breakfast and all those things. If you have this habit for long, it takes a little time to bring you on the routine. So have some patience, it will start getting better. And after some time, it will become your habit. Ushapan, then once you clean yourself, you do some yoga, some posture, something. Half of that time, normally you should do, depending how much time you have. If you are doing dhyana, it takes more time. So dhyana takes some time, especially if you're doing acupressure or dhyana, it takes a little bit time. But if you are doing for your health, make sure you do at least half an hour, for sure, half an hour to 40 minutes, depending. Half of the time, you can do generic health exercise. Half of the time, you can do custom. Custom means, say, you have a blood pressure problem. So out of 40 minutes, 20 minutes you do generic exercise, 20 minutes you devote to your health problem. Generic exercise means you do spine stretch, you do 4-way breathing, you can do breathing enhancement, you can have the spine twisting, as I said, one leg on the other leg, and then you twist it. Then you do some angular poses, you stretch your spine, you become like a tree pose. So these are generic exercises. Om is a generic sound you can do. Then you bring back yourself to custom made. For heart, you have certain level of breathing exercises. You have certain kind of sound exercises. You have certain acupressure points there. You have to have certain kind of shavasana. So these help you to custom made. Same way, if you have diabetes problem, you do some exercises like frog pose. You do the spine twist the other way. You do acupressure for pancreas and adrenal. So make sure you do half of the time custom based. You do little bit bellows breathing and all those. So make sure you divide your session half and half. Half you do generic exercise, half you do custom exercise, which your health requires. Meal, as I said, I never put any conditional. There is no conditional mean. Whatever you feel like eating, you eat it. Make sure you have BAPs, bitter, astringent, pungent, sweet, sour, and salt. So make sure these 6 tastes you should have in your diet every day. Bitter, everyone knows. Either you take through bitter gourd, methi. You can take methi for bitter. You can also have neem. Neem, it's very difficult to find in this part of the world. But in India, it was a good system when you used to do neem datun in the morning. So you already have a bitter in your system. So make sure you compensate that with methi or bitter gourd. So now once you did it, you have to have astringent. Astringent is pulses mostly, millets. Astringent is raw fruit. So you get those from astringent. Pungent, you get mostly from spices. And then everyone knows sweet, sour, and salt. So mostly we get sweet, sour, and salt in our diet. Sour source, it's better to have citrus source of sour. You should also know your elemento before jumping to diet. So if you have sun element is very heavy, or moon element is heavy, or water element is heavy, or sky element is heavy, all these combination makes about 60,000 kind of elemento. So make sure you know your elemento. If you don't know, when you are coming to see me, I can test your pulse and let you know what kind of element you have, and based on those element, you can tweak your diet a little bit. Your water intake after sunset, after when the sun is at the high, when sun goes down, your water intake should go down. So make sure maximum water intake you take, especially if you are over 50, your maximum water should be there when sun is out. When sun goes down, your water intake should be less. So make sure you have to have your lifestyle accordingly. So if you feel thirsty, consume more water when sun is out there, so that it does not affect the cough element in your body. If cough element is more, and after sunset, if you drink a lot of water, it aggravates the cough element or water element in your system. So what it does, it basically the fat deposit. It promotes or provokes fat deposit, and you gain weight. So same food if you eat during daytime, and same food if you eat during evening time after sunset, has a different weight gain. So make sure you know this part. Many people don't know. They think whatever food I eat, it has same effect. Same sugar. If you have sugar problem, if you eat sugar in the evening, it has a different effect compared to if you eat it during daytime. So it depends how bright sun is that day. Especially when you get older, after 50, after 60, your cough element goes up, it hypes. So make sure you work on that so that you adjust that. Once that part is handled, then evening time or during bedtime, many people have sleep problem. Make sure after every meal you have to little bit walk, maybe 1 kilometer or something. You don't need to go out. You can do inside your home. If the temperature doesn't suit you, you can do inside your home. Choose around somewhere and take around. Summertime it's pretty good. So go out summertime. But wintertime, if it is tough, you can either go to your basement or somewhere you can have a walk for that. After every meal, you have to little bit. If digestion is an issue, make sure you do Vajrasana after meal. So diamond pose. Everyone knows diamond pose. Those who doesn't know, just raise your hand. You don't need to speak. So many people don't remember diamond pose. I'm gonna show you how to do diamond pose after meal. You can see me?
Yes.
So this is how you do diamond pose. This is how you do diamond pose. Now, if you are not used to do this pose, what will happen? It will hurt here, especially this part will hurt a lot. So you go down in this pose. If it hurts, come up like this. Again, go down once you are relaxed, once you are at comfort level. Again, it starts hurting, again move up. It doesn't take long, 6 to 8 weeks, you will be used to this. So make sure if digestion, burp, acidity, all those is a problem, then you do this pose, diamond pose. Evening time, if sleep is a problem, so make sure you put little salt in the water. वाटर को गर्म करके उसमें थोड़ा salt करो और make sure you do gargle before going to bed. So evening time 2 to 3 times or 1 time at least. So you do this. आपका जो bed है, उस bed का जो head है ना, उसको थोड़ा सा उसकी height बढ़ा दो आप. 1 brick or 2 brick. So instead of straight, it should be like a little bit this. If sleep is a problem, there are few breathing exercises as well for that. So that I'm not going to discuss today, but these 2 things you should do. You should not use pillow. You should avoid pillow, but make sure you do 1 or 2 brick up the head side of your bed. So that's what the lifestyle you should try. Evening time, always remember you have to have hot water with your meal. If it is all the time, that's better. But certainly evening time, after meal, you have to have hot water. Not a lot, half cup or 1 cup of hot water. That helps diffuse the fat deposit in your system. If your elemento is more like a cough element, where you gain more weight, make sure you do not take fermented food in the evening. So any fermented food does more fat deposit in your system. So fermented food comes like wine, cheese, yogurt, all these things comes under bacterial fermentation or the other fermentation. Make sure you avoid that. If your system has a lot of sun element, you can have little bit desert. So that doesn't harm you at all, not too much. Don't take a lot. There are a few other things. Make sure you involve or make sure become a part of your diet. How to use honey, how to use cinnamon, how to use ginger, how to use garlic. So there are a way how to use them. Now, if you can consume milk during evening time or before going to bed, it's good to have milk mixed with turmeric and put little bit good into that. That helps you immune and other things as well, especially these times when corona is there. Or any other infection, not only corona, it always helps. If lactose intolerance is there, make sure you mix a soft fennel seed into that. So that will help you out to deal with the lactose intolerance. Many people, I know many people buy medication for lactose intolerance. It's not a good idea unless things become really difficult for you. I always suggest don't move, don't rush to pills until unless it is life-threatening. I'm surprised in this world, I find many of my friends and they always carry Tylenol. And I'm surprised they always keep Tylenol with them, that I may need it any time. And they take Tylenol like water sometimes. Oh, I have a little bit pain, so I'll take a Tylenol. I have sleeping problem a little bit, I take Tylenol. I'm going for travel, so I'm taking some Tylenol in advance. So I have a little bit of stress or anything. So I tell you one thing, if you keep giving these medications to children, you are compromising a lot with their immune system. So we all are over 50, 60. So we have lived most part of our life, but make sure spare children with these medications until unless it is extremely necessary. So these are few daily routine things. I think it's already 10:50 or something. I open the floor for questions. No one has any question? Unmute yourself.
Few people raising hands.
Bhavna, you have your hand raised. Go ahead, please.
I have one question.
Ji Bhavna ji.
Can I ask?
No.
Bhavna,
Hello.
go ahead.
Is that me or the other lady?
I can hear you, Bhavna ji. Please go ahead.
Okay. I have one question. If I cannot do diamond pose, what's the other option?
If you cannot do diamond pose, then walk a little bit more.
Okay.
So make sure after meal you walk 1 to 2 kilometers after every meal. You don't need to walk fast, brisk walk.
Mm-hmm. And one with the sleeping problem, like I keep waking up a couple times every night. So any solution for that?
Sleep, I suggested 2 generic solutions. One is I suggested salt water gargle. Always do. And make sure your bed on the head side is 1 to 2 bricks, little bit. There is a height to that.
So about 2 pillows should be good enough?
2 pillows for your head?
Yeah.
No, I suggested no pillow. I suggested जो जहाँ पे उसका foot है, वहाँ पे उसको height करो. Underneath the bed. Pillows I did not recommend. If you really need it, you can use very thin pillow.
Okay, thank you.
Also, there are two postures I suggested. The best is headstand, but I know people can't do at this stage. So make sure you lie down on your bed and lunge your head forward. So
yeah, I do that.
One time lying on your back, lunge your head, and one time lying on your back, on your tummy, lunge your head forward as much as you could.
So before I go to bed, right?
Yes.
Okay. For how long?
Never do this immediately after meal.
Okay.
Yeah.
For how
1
long?
minute,
As long as you could do it. Make sure 3 minutes is the bottom line for most of the exercises.
Okay,
Now
thank you.
We'll go on to the next
1 minute, Sudesh. सुमन जी, आप सवाल पूछना चाह रही हैं. Please raise your hand digitally. ऐसे नहीं करिए क्योंकि सबको नहीं दिखता होस्ट को. मैं कई बारी मीटिंग में कहना, आपके नीचे जितने बटन्स हैं वहां पे एक रिएक्शन का बटन होगा और रिएक्शन के बटन को क्लिक करें तो एक ऑप्शन आएगी रेज योर हैंड. जब आप हैंड रेज कर देंगी तो इंडिकेशन आ जाएगी सुदेश के पास कि आपका हैंड रेज्ड है एंड शी विल इनवाइट यू व्हेन योर टर्न कम्स। ये हाथ ऐसे करने से ना, वो मैं कई दफा समझा चुका हूँ, वो दिखता नहीं है, कई स्क्रीन्स होते हैं, तो आप डिजिटली रेज हैंड कीजिए।
Thank you, Anil ji. So next question from Sushma Ahuja. Unmute कर लेना पहले.
Okay. Anji, Bharti ji, आपने mention किया there are certain foods that to eat before sunset and certain foods after sunset. Would you have a list of those things?
I gave you a generic idea. Fermented food you should avoid after sunset.
Okay.
So make sure any fermented food, packaged food, you should avoid after sunset.
Okay.
So what I will do is I'll post this video on the on our website, ICCCottawa.org. Then you can listen to it as many times as you want. So we'll take the next question from Mr. Kamal Sethi.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, namaste, Dr. Bharti.
You
have given a very comprehensive lecture, covered too many subjects. Number one, about the pillow. We are all used to having pillow. So sleeping time, don't use pillow at all. Instead of raise the bed head side little bit up. That's quite a difficult solution.
So go slow, Sethi sir. Make sure if you are using 2 pillow, go to 1, then go to thinner.
Okay.
That's
Another question was regarding this humming sound, humming. Last time you told you need not make sound when you do this humming, you can just breathe. So yeah. Does that not come to breathing only, breathing in and out? That's all.
So you are talking quiet humming or?
Yes, quiet humming, yes.
Quiet humming. Quiet humming is same way like you pronounce the sound, but so sound is generic. As I said, there are 7 or 8 sound, but right now you are exposed to only one sound, which is generic. So make sure you do generic sound Om, and when you inhale, and let me show you how you do with noise. Same noise you have to do while without pronouncing the sound. So you inhale.
Okay.
So what I wanted to show you, when you pronounce this sound, 20% of that sound is O part and 70 to 80% is M part. So similar sound you can do while without making noise. So this time your mouth doesn't open or something, you exhale from your nostril, and same sound you can pronounce.
Okay. Yeah. The Chinese and also Paramahansa Yogananda, they advise using Hong Sao. Hong Sao. Then breathe in, you say Hong, then breathe out Sao. It is also same thing as breathing. Does that help? Hong Sao.
The whole concept is, the idea is, which sound gives you maximum vibration inside.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Yes.
So any sound, if you do, it will help you a little bit until unless you really shout or something.
No, I find Om is going to give the maximum vibration because that word O, M makes quite a big difference.
So the idea is when there is a oval shape, which your lungs are close to oval. So in oval shape, the Om sound gives you maximum vibration.
Yes. Okay.
So that's why this cosmic sound helps.
Okay.
You can also do, there are 3 ways of this doing. First, you pronounce Om, and second, just humming. And the third one, quiet.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. So next question from Madhu and Desai. Unmute कर लेना पहले.
नमस्कार भारती जी.
नमस्ते.
मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि खाने के बाद वज्रासन, how long we have to do it, like for few minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or
8 to 12 minutes if you could do, but make sure you do your comfort, you check your comfortable. Normally what I advise people, if you watch TV, turn on TV and sit in front of it, so that you are doing your Vajrasan as well as you are watching your show or TV.
Good. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And the other question I have is like fermented food should be eaten before sunset. But in Canada, like we have sunset around 4:30 in winter time and summer time 9 o'clock in the night. So how do we compensate for that, or it doesn't matter?
That's why I gave you hot water. I know it's I know it's very difficult to avoid everything. So I compensated it with half cup of hot water.
नाइट को हम योगर्ट की करी खा सकते हैं खिचड़ी के साथ.
योगर्ट जब आप बॉयल कर देते हो तो उसका फर्मेंटेशन मोस्टली चला जाता है.
Oh, so it's okay with curry.
Because it kills the bacteria. I know, being Guju, it's very difficult to avoid curry.
Right.
So next question. Next question from Suraj Mehta ji. Go ahead.
जी बोलें प्लीज.
जी नमस्कार जी भारती जी.
जी बोलें प्लीज.
मेरे को आप दूध के बारे में बात कर रहे थे, मैं दूध के बारे में पूछना चाहती थी. बहुत से लोग जो बोलते हैं कि अगर एसिड रिफ्लक्स के लिए आपको दूध नहीं पीना चाहिए, तो आप
देखिए, अगर मेडिकली एडवाइज्ड है कि दूध इज नॉट बेटर फॉर यू, देन यू कैन स्विच टू योगर्ट.
नहीं, मेडिकली तो ये डॉक्टर तो कोई भी नहीं कहता है कि दूध नहीं पीजिए. ये तो सब इधर उधर से देख के, पढ़ के, सुन के जब हम देखते हैं तो हम, बहुत लोगों ने बोला, यूट्यूब पे देखा, वहां पे पढ़ लिया, तो उन्होंने बोला कि नहीं, आपको जब गूगल करते हैं तो वो बोलते हैं एसिड रिफ्लक्स के लिए सबसे पहले तो आप दूध बंद कर दो.
अगर देखिए, अगर आप बहुत सारा राइटिंग पे जाएंगी, गूगल पे जाएंगे, इधर उधर जाएंगे, ठीक है, देयर आर मेनी गुड थिंग्स बट लॉट ऑफ गार्बेज इज आल्सो देयर. From Vedanta or yoga perspective, if acid reflux is a problem, then add some fennel seed. As I suggest, that happens only because of lactose intolerance.
ओके. क्योंकि मेरे जैसा इंसान, मैंने तो पूरी लाइफ रात को 1 कप दूध पी के सोई हूँ मैं. तो अभी जब से ये प्रॉब्लम से मैंने दूध पीना बंद कर दिया, और मुझे तो ऐसे लगता है कि मेरा तो सब कुछ ही छूट गया. सोने से पहले ये मेरा तो काम पूरा नहीं हुआ.
It doesn't harm you at all.
तो
make sure you use not too much fat in the milk. You get 1% or 0% or 2%.
हाँ जी, 1%, yes, 1% milk.
That's okay. From yoga and Vedanta perspective, milk is good.
तो उसमें सौंफ डाल के, हल्दी डाल के उसको बॉईल करके.
If you have lactose intolerance, you don't need to. Most important is turmeric. And if you don't have a sugar or diabetes problem, you can add little bit gur into that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's very healthy for you. If lactose intolerance, then add some soft or fennel seed. Now, if you go to stores, this brings another thing so that I could let people know. I recently went to a store to buy pizza, dough with pizza, and it's written there it's lactose tolerant or something. So I was become inquisitive that what is lactose tolerant is that. So what they do, they added Rene to that. So Rene comes from the calf's stomach. Most of that's the major source of Rene. And I'm a vegetarian. And normally they write these names Rene. People won't get it. That what is this, vegetarian or non-vegetarian or whatever. So most of the lactose tolerant source in this part of the world or in Europe, everywhere is Rene. So make sure if it should be an organic source. If you don't eat meat, if you eat meat, that's fine.
Thank you, Bharti ji. Thank you.
Okay, Basanti, is your question for Dr. Bharti? Is that what the hand is raised for?
Yes, I'm going to say, Bharti ji, I would like to just emphasize that people who have milk for 50 years, like Saroj ji abhi bol rahi thi, कि 50 साल से दूध पी रहे हैं कुछ नहीं हुआ और अभी lactose intolerance हो गया. It's not possible. Some other organic causes, acid, and milk is good because milk contains calcium. And calcium with hydrochloric acid, which is in the stomach, it neutralizes the acid, forms a calcium chloride. That is how acid is neutralized. And many times, we all the antacid which we use all the time, it contains the same principle. It is the calcium, magnesium, or whatever it is, it mixes with the acid and neutralizes acid. So what I meant that there could be other causes, reflux could be there, but you don't have to assume that after so many years of I've drank milk all my life, how can I be intolerant after 70 years now? It's not possible. It must be some other causes causing the problem. I would think so, because I don't think suddenly you would be lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It was just an opinion, just what I thought I would put it through.
Also at old age, calcium intake is very important because your bones become weaker.
See, you need calcium, you need the magnesium, all those things is good for your bone health. It's important ingredient, Isliye we have to go on taking our calcium, minerals, and all the rest, in our food values and everything. And if we are deficient, like we find it in the test we do, then we recommend to do it, take calcium pills or magnesium or any kind of B12 or whatever is required from our point of view. But otherwise, and if you are well, if your diet is balanced diet, you won't need any of these extra vitamins and all that unless there's a need for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanji. So, Bhavna, you have another question for Dr. Bharti?
सुदेश जी कहाँ हो आप?
कौन है?
मैं रेणु बोल रही हूँ जी.
You have a question?
I
haven't learned how to raise your hand. Okay.
No. ये reaction में मेरे उसमें है ही नहीं hand का, so I was just raising the wrong hand.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
But I need to speak to Dr. Bharti, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you. डॉक्टर भारती, आपने मतलब आज के लेसन में जो बताई हैं चीजें, there is lot to learn or memorize, I would say. तो कभी ऐसा हो सकता है कि आप step by step हमको थोड़ा सा बता दें instead of like
no issue.
Yeah, so
no issue. Like, there is also recording of this session, so you can go back and check it.
कहाँ पे recording?
It's ICCC website.
I will put it on the website for ICCC.ottawa.org.
अच्छा जी, ठीक है, thank you. क्योंकि it's hard to memorize everything, you know.
Yeah, you can go back, check the recording and note it.
ठीक है, that was my question. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so,
thank you.
Sorry, Bhavna, you have another question for Dr. Bharti?
Yes. I heard that in order to absorb B12, you have to have apple cider vinegar. You have to take that in to absorb B12.
Not necessary.
Or any kind of acid, or?
Not necessary. It comes, your system produces that.
Oh, okay, wrong information then. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Okay, so we do our prayer.
I had one last question.
Okay, please.
Just quick one. Sorry, I raised my hand too. Anyway, about the organic milk, is that better than the regular milk?
Organic milk most of the time is the regular milk, which has 5 to 6%. Either that part, the normal milk, or maybe they are feeding something to the cow. I don't know. To be very frank, organic, it's very difficult to understand in this part of the world.
I think Vasanti can maybe clarify a little more. Vasanti, do you have anything to say? No. Okay, that's it. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
So we do our prayer. May all be happy. May all be disease free. May all see good in others. May none suffer. Sarve bhavantu sukhina. Sarve santu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kasyid dukh bhag bhave. God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr.
See you all
Bharti.
next time.
Thank you. Thank you.